Hello folks, Jolt here, another Lego creation. Now when I reviewed Garmatron, I couldn't help but notice that the front of the vehicle was a face. I really liked that look about it. So much so that I thought, well hey, why not go full force with that? So I tried to make something reminiscent of a gunman mech from Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Now, for those who have not heard of that show, it is a mecha anime, and the main theme is giant robots that are basically giant heads with limbs. And I gotta say, it's an aesthetic that I like. So I tried to do something similar to that. I couldn't get working legs on here, no matter how hard I tried. So it is just the two tank treads, along with one blade arm, and one cannon. So an arm and a cannon. Not even a cannon arm, just a cannon. That's the best I could do for that, folks. Now here with a face, you just have bottom lip, top lip, mustache, nose up here, two eyes, eyebrows. Well, I guess the mustache kind of looks more like red tusks, but what can you do? First of all, I gotta say, I do like how this thing turned out. It was not easy. It took me a while to get even to this part. Originally, I tried to make Garmatron into two smaller tanks. That did not work out well. And something I'm going to mention later, the treads that he has aren't what I originally had in mind, but I do like how they turned out. So, to open him up, close the mouth, open the cell door, which is now basically used for reinforcement to keep the pilot safe. And inside you have Zack, if I remember correctly, piloting this monstrosity. Neither of the two demon guys, but Zack. The idea is here, Zack defeated the main boss, destroyed Garmatron, and found himself without transportation back home. So, to just rub salt in the wounds, he took Garmatron's parts, combined it with his own vehicle, and made this. In fact, if you look right in the back there, you can see the golden arms from his little vehicle now act as kind of a headrest. The two back knee guards are now seats, as that is what they normally are. Of course, you can't see those quite as well. And given how hard it is to get Zack in there, I mean, I had to build this whole thing around him. I am not getting him out of there. I really don't want to risk it. Over to the side, you can see some more of the details. The other wheels and treads, what I tried to make for the feet, and believe me, I tried, now act as immobile backpack wings. A few stray pegs, just kind of decorating the sides there, filling in some gaps. Command center here being empty and mostly used to store the sword. Also, the sword is somewhat powering the whole thing with this whole getup. I don't know, it just looked kind of cool and I didn't know where else to put them. And the back, as you can see, is just a mess. I mean, just to get that command tower on top and not get in the way of the treads, it was not easy. In fact, if I'm not careful picking the thing up, that can fall off very easily. Way too easily, in fact. That part right there is not my proudest work. And on the other side, we see more of the cannon. It has kind of an ammo clip coming out of the side. And the rest of the axles that I couldn't find a place to use just go out to the back, like exhaust of some kind. Now, the whole figure still rolls up just fine. And while it's probably not the best, I do like how the whole face turned out. Now, if I get around to it, I really would like to try and see if I can make an actual gunman. Well, more like a gunman than this, because I do like how this turned out, and I just wish I could have done a better job. That's basically it for Gunmatron now. This is using all of and only the parts from Garmatron. Before I close, I got one more thing to show you folks. Now, looking at the big guy whose name I cannot remember, when I had his helmet and visor, I thought I was going to have a whole lot of fun seeing what all that visor will work with, and what all will work with that helmet. The results were none too impressive. First of all, this is the only helmet that I have that the visor actually fits on. That was a little disappointing. And even then it feels a little bit too tight. The other visors, however, do work fairly well with the helmet, though they do have a tendency to droop. These three visors do fit on the helmet, but they don't really fit too well. This visor, when flipped upside down, well, it fits in pretty well, but it does look kind of stupid. Cyber Samurai. Now, if you have a air mask for a firefighter minifigure, the visor can fit on there, but it completely blocks his vision, like an actual visor. But folded up, it does look pretty cool. So that is Garmatron, as well as some playing around with masks, helmets, and visors. I thank you folks for watching. Hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you next time.